The greatest comebacks don't start with confidence. They start with collapse. Before a man rises, life usually takes him to a place so low he can barely recognize himself. Hello everyone, welcome back to Elevate You Lifestyle. I'm Aaron Queen Nelson. Imagine this. Imagine a man sitting alone in a quiet apartment. The lights are dimmed, not because he wants them that way, but because the weight that he is carrying makes everything feel darker. His phone is full of messages he doesn't want to answer. Bills are stacked up, like reminders of everything he's behind on. A job he hates, a relationship that ended without closure, a dream that he put on the shelf because life kept knocking him over. He sits there with his hands clapped, staring at the floor, feeling that deep ache in his chest. The kind of ache that makes you wonder if you will ever breathe normally again. He whispers to himself, how did I fall this far? How did everything in my life hit at once? How in the hell do I come back from this? He's not angry. He's not even scared. He's just tired. But what he doesn't realize, what he can't see yet, is that this moment is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of the greatest comeback he will ever experience. So, this is what we're going to talk about today. Let's dive into it. You see, every comeback has a birthplace, and that birthplace is usually pain. Not the kind of pain you can bandage, but the kind that exposes everything you have been avoiding. The truth about who you have been, the truth about the habits you ignored, the truth about the people you kept around, the truth about the dreams you abandoned. And here's the thing. Life does not break you out of cruelty. It breaks you out of alignment. It breaks you away from people who held you back, situations that drained you, environments that kept you small, and the version of you that wasn't built for where you were going. Because the man you were yesterday cannot survive in the life you were meant to build tomorrow. See, sometimes God, the universe, life, whatever you believe in, has to tear down your old life because you were too afraid to walk away from it yourself. And that collapsed your experience. It wasn't a setback. It was a separation. A separation from everything that you were not strong enough to carry the weight of your future. See, the greatest comebacks always start with a man who is tired. Tired of being behind, tired of carrying everything alone, tired of pretending he's okay, tired of letting life happen to him instead of through him. And at some point he decides, this won't be the end of me. This will be the moment I rebuild. That decision right there, that quiet declaration, is what separates men who rise from men who stay defeated. There are the 4 seasons. Season 1, isolation. You lose people, you disconnect, you stop talking as much. Not because you are breaking down, but because you are breaking through. What you are doing right now, you are shedding old identities, old habits, old circles. And see, people will say that you're acting different. And you are. Because you cannot become someone new and stay surrounded by everything old. Season 2, accountability. Now this season, this is where you look in the mirror and admit the truth. You contribute to your own downfall, your procrastination, your lack of discipline, your comfort mindset, your avoidance of red flags, your addiction to distraction. Not to beat yourself up, but to free yourself, because you cannot rebuild a life while staying loyal to the behaviors that destroyed the last one. Third season, rebuilding of yourself. You rebuild your discipline, you rebuild your focus, you rebuild your habits, you rebuild your mind. You start waking up intentionally. You start moving with purpose. You start keeping promises to yourself. And suddenly, you begin to feel something you have not felt in a long time. Momentum. That's the secret to every comeback. Not perfection, but momentum. Small wins, small steps, small victories that will slowly turn you into the man you were meant to be the entire time. In season 4, the return. One day, you wake up and realize you're not the same man anymore. You look calmer, stronger, sharper, more grounded, more focused. And the people who doubted you, they will understand how you rebuild yourself from a place they thought you were, that you wouldn't survive. But you will know. You will know that every painful moment, every tear you didn't show, every lonely night, every silent battle was building you into a man you cannot be broken the same way again. The greatest comeback is not about proving people wrong. It's about proving to yourself that misery wasn't your final chapter. You didn't come this far to quit. You didn't survive that storm to drown out. You didn't lose everything just to stay on the ground. You are rising. Slowly, silently, relentlessly. And one day, mark my words, you will look back at this season and say, that was the moment I became him. If this message spoke to you today, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, Elevate You, and share this with someone rebuilding their life. You're not done. You are reborn. And your comeback has already started. This is Elevate You. And as always, let's elevate.